God, die again. You know what? Okay, Black Halo. I'm just gonna keep calling you Black Halo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on Halo Reach. AdrianTheVoice and XboxFreakPete game side. We are full force here on Halo Reach for the first time since July. Back home on Halo Reach, partner.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's me and
yeah, I mean, like, it has been a while since I've played Reach, so I may not win the game, but I still love the game, and it's a pleasure to be here with you on the commentary tonight.
Yeah, an absolute honor, an absolute pleasure to be here, ladies and gentlemen, a part of the Gaming Weekly on Halo Reach's game night. And there you see the sword torn at every single person for themselves, the other sword in hand. Now let's talk about the controversy, though. I'd like to still know what the hell is going on with minigun, as you see now. Darts dying out. Nonetheless, I would still like to know what the hell is going on with Minigun Killer 10. I mean, a few weeks ago, Minigun was in a must-win situation against the Rebel Weekly, but then as we all saw, Minigun would actually betray Tapfighter, the man representing TGW. Then as we saw last week, Tapfighter joined and warned Minigun and the Rebel Weekly that this is not over. Well, the question is why, Minigun, why? Well, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit later on this evening, Minigun's going to be joining in the party. In fact, he's going to be telling us exactly why in the world did he betray the Gaming Weekly. His Black Halo right now is trying to attack the opponent, and he does. The opponent now jumping around. Every sword in hand. This is Sword Tournament on Halo Reach, ladies and gentlemen. Again, back in 2010, this game was made. Still in 2017, we are still playing, and this is a jacked lobby with a jacked group of people.
As Touch is actually playing an effective strategy by just standing at the spawn and just waiting for the last person to be alive.
Oh, but those two, though, went at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Every single person for themselves. DBD Shockwave currently winning with 6 points, though. Behind DBD, it is Slayer Bear and XboxFreakPete currently tied with 5 points. And, folks, we are still waiting the arrival of Minigun Killer 10, the man who actually betrayed the Gaming Weekly. Remember, it was back in September. The Gaming Weekly was betrayed by Minigun. It was back in May when Scorch betrayed the Gaming Weekly. So one got to assume that it was Scorch. He was the man that manipulated Minigun to actually betray the Gaming Weekly. And it was absolutely shocking. 2 betrayals in 1 year. Nuclear RBSB now, you actually consider him a TGW legend, Xbox.
Yes, sir.
As we kick off this Halo Reach game,
one of my pretty good friends.
Exactly. We are live on so many great platforms such as Xbox, Twitch, and on YouTube. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching this on Twitch, YouTube, and all the great fans attending here tonight. There you see Slayer Bear, though, getting pushed off there by the opponent, falling there into the water, the canvas below. And there you see now Copsy's actually, I believe, going to team up the opponent. Remember, every single person for themselves, so you don't want to team up with the opponent, though. Nonetheless, though, you know, Halo Reach coming up back in 2010, as we alluded to earlier on. Dort's back into the game, and nonetheless now Copsy right now takes out the opponent. One of the longest tenured Halo games to this date. And Xbox, this is one of your favorite Halo as well.
Yeah, but I just want to clear something now. The people that remind me of Minigun and Scorch is Gamers and Black Halo, because what
come
they're
on,
doing
will you stop?
is
Why would
they're
you say
teaming
that?
up
Why
to
would you
just take
compare
on
the
the
great
other
fans to Scorch and Minigun? The fans are here to have a great time. You
I'm
don't want to
just
compare
saying,
to those
like,
two.
their actions on what they're doing. I mean, like, I just love how the Rebel Weekly thinks they're so good, even though the only reason why they beat us twice was because
they
got
betrayed us.
pathetic people like Minigun and Scorch to backstab us, you know.
Yeah, a pathetic excuse for a human being. Nuclear RVSB.
If the Gaming Weekly and the Rebel Weekly had a clean match, no betrayals, none of that, the Gaming Weekly would stop y'all on the ground.
Oh, let's not forget, partner, the Gaming Weekly initially was defeating the Rebel Weekly until the betrayal happened, so the Gaming Weekly may very well have won.
Exactly.
Nuclear RSB, of course, his shields are down and out, and as well as the opponent. These two are actually effectively motions. And again, ladies and gentlemen, every single person for themselves. We've talked about the rules and how important it is to work by yourself. However, you talked also before the broadcast how it's interesting how some people are actually working together. As Darts right now keeps rejoining the game, which is pretty interesting because if he does that, if he quits and rejoins, that means he has the extra life, I believe. Nuclear RSB is going to have to watch out. David Warrior joined the game. Shot right there to the midsection. Nuclear RSB lands on his feet now. Attacks the opponent right there to there. Here tonight on Sword Tournament, folks. 4 points by Nuclear, but currently winning the game is DBD Shockwave, 84 with 6 points. And again, we talked about DBD Shockwave. He is on a roll here tonight.
So, everybody got killed.
Okay, so I got 5 kills. I have to step up my game.
And we may very well have to end the game, partner, because I spoke too soon. Olive just killed himself right then and there.
Yeah, he spoke
Then people
too
are actually
soon.
spawning outside of the map.
Black Halo.
is chasing down someone here.
Oh, and Nuclear RVSP wasting a little time against the opponent. The opponent now lands right off there. He stayed now, was able to kill himself. Nuclear RVSP, though, I believe is the lone survivor after this attack. And I believe Fabian is the man that's the lone survivor. But, folks, we must end the game. Why? Because Fabian was actually outside of the map, so we're going to have to end the game. We have no other choice. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue this game night. In fact, later on tonight, we're going to be joined by Minigun Killer 10, the man responsible for the most shocking thing that ever happened to this community. The man responsible for attacking Tapfighter. The man responsible for spilling the TGW blood. The man responsible for spitting in the faces of the fans, and it was one of the most shocking things ever.
And is also the man responsible for showing his true colors, for what he represents in this whole community. It's
you're talking.
Join the Rebel Weekly.
Yeah, you're talking about a man.
You know.
Right, you're talking about a man who actually was a manager of this community, and if you ask me, Minigun may very well be a two-face. Nothing but a disingenuous little brat was Minigun, and for Minigun Killer 10 to do that out of nowhere, remember what he said, though, before the matchup even happened? He actually stated he had a plan, that he had a plan against the Rebel Weekly. Was that the plan, to actually just join the Rebel Weekly and to defeat the Gaming Weekly? What was going through the mind of Minigun Killer 10?
Speaking of plans, I'm going to tell y'all my plan right now, you know. I mean, this is going to be the legit plan. This is not going to be, oh, I'm going to backstab the Gaming Weekly and to sell out and join the Rebel Weekly. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be me and a bunch of people, I don't care who it is, we're going to take down the Rebel Weekly clean match. Meet us on this Halo 5. I mean, there's a game I have. We will stop you on the ground. No,
that is a challenge made by XboxFreakPete. Let's not forget, Tapfighter said that it's
except if you got the balls.
Well, we are going to be joined by Minigun Killer 10 later on tonight. And remember, he must have a valid excuse. Why in the world did he defeat the Gaming Weekly? And is any excuse really that valid for him to defeat? For him to betray the Gaming Weekly? It was one of the most shocking things ever. But he spilled the blood. And the thing is, the fans, they want to know, why in the world did he do it? We're going to get some answers here tonight.
Can't wait to hear those.
Well, nonetheless, though, folks, this is TNP. There you see Native Warrior getting struck down by TNP. He's actually the Predator. Let's talk about the rules for a quick second. The Predator with the Inner Sword in hand. In fact, he's actually invisible right now, jumping all over the place. This is pretty interesting. All these humans are going to scatter throughout the map. Their job is to try to survive the attack from the Predator. The Predator, though, his job is to try to infect every single person. However, notice on the lower right of your screen, 6 minutes and 12 seconds and counting, he's going to have to try to attack all the humans in that amount of time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, Minigun Killer 10 now. Why did he do it? And Xbox, would you care to comment about the conspiracy theory that's really floating around the community? The fact that Scorch, the former executive, the fact that he actually betrayed the Gaming Weekly initially. Let's not forget that. The conspiracy being, as you see TNP now attacking the opponent from behind. The conspiracy being with the fact that he actually told Minigun to actually do it and nobody knows about it, that Scorch manipulated, that he brainwashed Minigun to betray us, and he finally got through Minigun and allowed Minigun to betray the Gaming Weekly?
I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I honestly think it's the truth, because you never know. All this time, they just have been working together to just take us down one by one, and then all of a sudden, the Rebel Weekly comes into play, and they're like, "Oh, we should join these guys to just take down the community."
Well, can I ask you a serious question? I really want to know this question, an answer to this question, I should say, because why would anyone join the Rebel Weekly in the first place? Because they only have about, what, 10 subscribers? We're nearly at 7,000. So why would anyone join the Rebel Weekly? Do you think maybe Minigun was bribed?
I don't know. I mean, Minigun is known to make stupid decisions, and that was one of them, you know, to backstab us, you know. I mean, it's a very terrible decision. I won't backstab nobody for anything.
Yeah, TNP, of course, who was the former Predator. Now there's a new Predator, folks. Want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining us here tonight as Native Warrior now leaves the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 minutes on the clock. Excuse me, 7 minutes on the clock, but you get my point. There's the kill ball. I'm going to enter the kill ball, and we're live here again on Halo Reach. A gray man now walking around, and this is pretty interesting. You know, some of the humans are actually going to stick together. Do you think that's the smart thing to do?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, leave me for
because
last.
like
Leave me for last.
if the invisible guy
Okay.
approaches all of us at
Double freaking beat the
one
crap out
time,
of you.
we are
And for the record,
most
it's the
likely sure
Predator,
to
not the
actually
invisible
kill the
guy. And speaking about that,
Well,
there you
I'm
see
not.
Black Halo
not.
attacking Vidalik, shot 93 down. But you were saying.
Well, I mean, like, the guy is invisible, so you get to do it. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but there's a name
if
for
he
it.
tries to
It's Predator.
attack when we're, I don't care what it is, but like, if we're all together and the Predator seems to attack, we have a high chance of killing the guy. Just like I'm gonna kill the Rebel Weekly.
Yeah, the Rebel Weekly, nothing but scumbags if you ask me. But back to this game real quick. Black Halo seems that he's doing a pretty good job isolating the humans right now. I noticed what he's been doing, though, for the past couple of minutes. I don't know if you noticed it, Xbox. The fact that Black Halo is attacking the humans that are alone first. Then he's going to go ahead and take down the humans that are actually packed in together. Halo lands on his feet. The rest of the humans are out now. There you see. It's actually cops here right now trying to get on top of nuclear RVSB. So this is a pretty interesting dynamic here. These two working together, one on top of another. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes and 28 seconds and counting. This is the group that we are alluding to. In fact, Xbox, you were talking about this one as well. How every single person here are going to have to grab and group up together.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, I mean, if the duet, we're sure to take down this Predator, just like I'm gonna take down the Rebel Weekly's channel the next time we meet, because I will stop at nothing to actually take down these guys, because they have taken away two very important people.
But there's
And
something that you
when I
forgot,
say
though.
this.
There's something that you forgot. Despite the fact that the Rebel Weekly may look like the weaker channel, I must admit it, despite the fact that I do not like the Rebel Weekly's tactics, they are on the other side. What I mean by that is they are one step further. And what I mean by that again is the fact that every single time we're going to go against the Rebel Weekly, they seem to have a plan B.
Look, I don't care how many people they have. I'm gonna fight them alone or with other people. I don't care. Cause I want them to know that I got the balls to step up to them.
TNP and Bear, of course, with 6 points, folks. This is Predator again. We talked about the rules. Every single person gonna have to try to work together, as opposed to what we saw in Sword Tournament moments ago. We saw in Sword Tournament every single person was for themselves. Here tonight in Predator, it's every man with each other. 6 minutes and 44 seconds, as you can see in the lower right of your screen. The clock is ticking down. And ladies and gentlemen, Minigan Killer 10's going to be joining us a little bit later on tonight and actually talk about the whole rules and actually why in the world did the Rebel Weekly decided to actually attract Minigun himself. Minigun Killer 10 said it live on air. He said, quote, "I'm sorry, I had to do it."
Wait, why am I being the one? Hey, bro, me and you were together.
Anyhow, Slayer Bear, of course. He's actually, I believe, the Predator, and he's... That was a pretty interesting dynamic right there. Slayer Bear was the Predator.
Yeah, I know. Good job.
My controller is
I just saw him. He's
dying,
over there
so
by
like,
lonely people.
if I'm AFK or not talking, that'll be why. So just please continue.
Well, Slayer Bear, of course, now lands on his feet, and you can only imagine the frustration we can build. Yeah, excuses, Xbox. Nice of you not to do commentary.
No, man.
As you can see, Slayer Bear there.
I got
there's the
15
opponent.
batteries.
There's the opponent.
That are all dead.
Slayer Bear, of course, lands on his feet. They got him. Cold get infected Slayer. Boom! There's the Doom, Xbox.
I just like that I got more batteries than the Rebel Weekly does subscribers, you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, later on tonight, we're going to be joined by Minigun Killer 10, the man who actually betrayed the Gaming Weekly. It was back in May when... Well, yeah, of course, but it was back in May when Scorch betrayed the Gaming Weekly. Then, back in September, Minigun did the same thing. He followed the footsteps of Scorch. One can only assume that the both of them were actually working together, and perhaps they actually planned everything out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Predator, though, back on Halo Reach last time.
I'm not the type of guy that, you know, gives plans out. I'm the type of guy that just goes in full force, taking as many people as I can.
The last time we were here on Halo Reach back in July, we were celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Gaming Weekly, in which you missed, but nonetheless, you're here now.
Yeah.
Give it a Shockwave 84 with a shotgun in hand.
Have any gold.
All of it. Along with Vitalik and James, XboxFreakPete, Fabian,
of course,
RBSP, Cool Kid, Slayer Bear, and of course, among others. Here tonight on this Halo Reach game night, folks, there's Sparta up midair. The Invisible Man, as you like to call it, with the energy sword in hand on top of the building right now. Going to take the methodical pace here tonight. 6 minutes and 8 seconds and counting. Sparta now, doing all he can to try to infect every single person. This Darts right now has just joined the game.
Oh crap, we're in a pile. That's bad.
Would you care to comment also?
The majority.
Why do you think? Okay. I was just gonna say, why do you think that the Rebel Weekly released that hacker? If you recall, a couple of months ago, when the hacker made its debut, and I remember that hacker is still out there. In fact, the last information we got was the fact that the hacker is somewhere on Minecraft. Why do you think the Rebel Weekly would go stoop that low to really get a hacker involved in this? Well, they're scared.
That is just another one of their cheap tactics. I mean, they just use everything possible to just get us over.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Xbox. Hold on, Xbox.
He's back there.
Okay. Okay, I'm being told by producers, folks, that...
No, hold on. Let me test something.
Okay, so I'm being told, according to the producers live right now, that Minigun Killer 10 is not going to be here, and that...
I'm going over there. I just...
Okay.
5 minutes.
Well, apparently...
Hold
on, Xbox. Apparently, Minigun cannot join, but some Rebel member is going to be here. In fact, he's joining right now. Please welcome Rebel Yellow. Welcome, sir.
Well, AdrianTheVoice, you stupid fool. Now I know the reason why Minigun doesn't want to join this dumb thing anymore. He's very disgusted to be here. So let me tell you, Minigun did it because he knew it was time to betray you all. He's a winner. Do you know what it feels to be a winner, huh, AdrianTheVoice? Do you know?
Well, consider the fact that you guys actually had to betray. Not
no,
once,
you
but
don't. No, you don't. You're a loser. Anyway, I don't gotta waste my time here. So, ta-ta.
Oh, we gotta trap him next time.
He's pathetic.
He's a disingenuous little...
We're gonna trap him.
These rebels are really pushing the buttons on the Gaming Weekly. The Gaming Weekly is not going to stand down. I'll tell you this, folks. Minigun Killer 10, if he wants to betray the Gaming Weekly, and if he and Scorch have all these plans along with the rebels, let them do it. Because I can guarantee you, people like Tapfighter and people like you, partner, that are not going to stand down.
Yes.
And you know what? We have the best weapon of all. The great fans that will always support this community. They will always be at our side. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes tonight's Halo Reach game night. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody. Tomorrow we will be also live on Minecraft. There will be a battle championship. But ladies and gentlemen, we will continue the developing story with this whole Rebel Weekly and Gaming Weekly, potentially a Part 3 community war. The question is, though, what's going to happen next? Will we win? Will the Gaming Weekly prevail? Will the Rebel Weekly stop? We're going to find out. See you next time.